Well, in 1984, Hugh Millen quarterbacked the University of Washington to an Orange Bowl victory and the #2 national ranking. He went on to play in the NFL for over a decade. Now, more than 20 years later, there is another Millen on the rise. Tonight, we introduce you to Cale Millen in this week's Prep Zone. Let's go! At Mount Si High School, the football team is rolling. The Wildcats are undefeated and ranked second in the state.
It's team chemistry. Like, everybody's playing for one another.
We're just such a close team this year. Everyone's bought in.
Quarterback Cale Millen is leading the charge. The senior has already thrown 23 touchdowns in just 5 games.
He's a team captain. He's highly respected by his teammates, and you don't get that unless you work hard in this program. That's the culture we've developed.
He always puts it in a good spot. You can always trust him.
That comes from years of playing together. Johnny Barrett is one of Cale's favorite targets.
When he first got me to play in 3rd grade, that was our first flag football. And then he got me to play tackle football in 5th grade. And then we just always had the connection.
As a sophomore, Cale set the school record for passing yards and touchdowns in one game. As a junior, he threw for nearly 3,000 yards and 35 touchdowns.
You know, you got to work hard to be great. You know, I've given my whole life to football.
His mom, Michelle, says he's been working nonstop since he was 8.
Once he put that uniform on, it was all over. He was committed.
I love all aspects of the game. I love the mental work. I love the brotherhood and friendships that you make.
We've always told him, let your work ethic match your dreams. You got big dreams, you better match it with that work ethic. So he's bought into that aspect.
That and learning from Dad. Hugh told Cale early on that you don't have to play football because your dad did. But Cale was hooked and quickly realized the more he listened to Dad, the better he played.
I've always said there's kind of 5 phases to quarterback preparation. You got to throw the ball all the time. You got to work on your feet. You got to be weight room strong. You got to know your opponent by watching tape, and you got to know the playbook like you know your first, middle, and last name.
As a coach, he's awesome to have, giving me knowledge that I know I'm really thankful for that most quarterbacks don't receive. Yeah, he's been huge for me.
Next year, Cale will play for the University of Oregon. And while some have wondered why he won't be following his father's footsteps in heading to Washington, well, 3 years ago, the Huskies locked in their quarterback from the class of 2019. And 3 years ago, Cale wasn't quite on the Huskies' radar. He was only 5'10" and 130 pounds. Today, he's 6'4", 203 pounds, and excited about being a Duck.
This is Cale's path. It's different than his dad's. And I couldn't be more happy for him, and he's his own guy.
I'm extremely excited. You know, right now I'm just kind of thinking about the team this year and trying to get a state title. So
Cale is currently ranked #1 in completion rank, 2nd in touchdown passes, and 3rd in yards versus the other Elite 11 QBs in the country. A late bloomer, he's gained some serious strength and weight over the past year, thanks to lifting weights and his Rocky Balboa diet of 15 raw eggs a day. Cheers, Dad.
Here we go.
Here we go. That wasn't bad. Cheers.
There we go.
Boom. Bottoms up. All right, here's the nominees for next week's big game vote.